I used to believe that the worst pain in life was failure. I was wrong. The worst pain is betrayal from the person you trusted most. My name is Daniel, and 3 years ago, I had everything I thought I needed: a growing business, a comfortable life, and a best friend named Adrian. We had known each other since childhood. We were the kind of friends who finished each other's sentences, who shared secrets, who promised that no matter what happened, we'd always have each other's backs. At least, that's what I believed. When we started our company, I put my heart and soul into it. I worked 16-hour days, sacrificed weekends, and poured every cent I had into making it successful. Adrian handled the finances while I focused on operations. I trusted him completely. Then one morning, I woke up to dozens of missed calls. Investors were demanding answers. Employees were resigning. The company accounts were empty. I rushed to the office and discovered the nightmare waiting for me. Adrian had transferred the company's money into accounts under his control and disappeared. He had forged my signature on several documents, making it look like I was responsible. Within a week, everything collapsed. The business failed. The media painted me as a fraud. Friends stopped answering my calls. Even my girlfriend left after believing the stories circulating online. I became the villain in a crime I didn't commit. For months, I lived in a tiny apartment, surviving on instant noodles and whatever odd jobs I could find. Every night, I replayed the betrayal in my head. Why did he do it? What wasn't I enough? What had I done wrong? The questions never stopped. One rainy evening, while staring at my reflection in a cracked bathroom mirror, I barely recognized the man looking back at me. My eyes were hollow. My shoulders slumped. The person I had once been was gone. And that's when something changed. I realized that the old version of me had died. The trusting version. The naive version. The version that depended on other people for his happiness. If I couldn't get my old life back, then I would build a new one. A better one. That night became my rebirth. I started studying again. Business strategy, marketing, finance, everything I should have known before trusting someone else with my future. I worked during the day and learned at night. While other people relaxed, I was rebuilding myself. 1 year turned into 2. 2 years turned into 3. Slowly, my life improved. I launched a new company, and another. Success didn't happen overnight, but eventually it came. My reputation recovered. My finances recovered. But one thing never changed. I never forgot Adrian. I wasn't obsessed with him anymore, but I never forgot what he'd done. Then fate handed me an opportunity. One afternoon, I received an email from an anonymous sender. Attached were documents exposing Adrian's current business empire. The same tricks, the same lies, the same fraud. Apparently, he had spent years stealing from investors and manipulating records. Most people would have deleted the email and moved on. I didn't. I spent weeks verifying every document, every transaction, every signature, every account. When I was certain the evidence was real, I sent it to the authorities, journalists, and investors. I didn't add a single lie. I simply told the truth. The fallout was immediate. Investigations began. Investors withdrew funding. Business partners abandoned him. News reports exposed everything. The empire he had built on deception started crumbling, brick by brick. Months later, Adrian called me. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. His voice sounded different, older, weaker. "Daniel," he said quietly, "was it you?" For a moment, I remembered the kid who used to sit beside me in school, the friend who once felt like a brother. Then I remembered everything else. "Did you send the evidence?" he asked. "Yes," I replied. There was a long silence. Finally, he whispered, "Why?" I looked out the window of my office at the city skyline I had spent years earning back. Then I answered, "Because the truth finally caught up to you." He didn't argue. He didn't deny it. He simply hung up. That was the last time we ever spoke. A year later, Adrian was convicted of multiple financial crimes. His businesses were gone. His reputation was destroyed. People often ask me if getting revenge felt good. The truth? Not really. For years, I imagined revenge would heal me. I thought watching him fall would erase the pain. It didn't. The betrayal still happened. The scars were still there. But I eventually realized something important. My greatest revenge wasn't exposing him. It wasn't seeing him lose everything. My greatest revenge was becoming someone his betrayal couldn't destroy. The man standing here today is stronger, wiser, and more successful than the man Adrian betrayed years ago. He took my business. He took my reputation. He took my trust. But he failed to take the one thing that mattered most: my ability to rise again. And sometimes, that's the most powerful revenge of all.